Chase at the New Year meeting at Cheltenham. They were Kildimo, who's ridden by Graham Bradley, who I'm pleased to say is all right after his fall in the last, and Play School. Play School, the horse with the white blaze on the far side. Well, it was a terrific race between the two. They've flown the second last there, but Graham Bradley, as you can see, the horse has jumped a little bit flat for him on the left, but Graham's sitting really comfortably as they come to the last. But both of them are just going to be wrong at it. In fact, Kildimo really hits it quite hard and just swerves to the left coming out of it and has gone a length down. But look at Mr. Cool, Brad, halfway up the hill at Cheltenham, still doesn't go for his whip and forges to the front to win very cosily. So Kildimo by 3 parts of a length, but Play School, in fact, is £8 better off now. And there is Play School, and of course he's a good winner since then at Chepstow, and a very formidable contender, I think.
Well, as a matter of fact, it looks as though Mr. Frisk is now joint favourite with Torridge. Torridge and Mr. Frisk on 5-1. Kildimo 6-1. Play School the same price, 6-1. Regular time is 8. Alkeeper and Last of the Brownies are still on 10-1, and also remaining on 16-1 Against the Grain and Cabby's Clown, 20-1 bar.
Only 1 point separating the first 4 horses. There's Cabby's Clown coming down with the white-faced in front. And then that looks like Kildimo. 2 very similar colours here. Kildimo, number 12. He is a very good horse, as you saw in the film Julian showed you. Needs to be held up, has a lot of speed, but jumped like a hairy goat last time out at Ascot. Graham Bradley was very slow out of the gate, and from then on was always struggling. Not because the horse couldn't gallop, but he was making mistake after mistake. Brad got a lot of stick for that, but when a horse isn't jumping, isn't going, there's nothing that will change that. A lot of people have thought he should have got out with the leaders early on, but the horse needs to be held up. 18 there, an interesting one, regular time.
Michael says to him to get off the tee.
Get your head back!
The guard of Pride not very anxious to line up now. Very unusual this for these novices that really know what it's all about, to make life as awkward as this for the starter. They're all tell the turn to come in, and this looks as though it could be it. No, he's not satisfied with it. Mr. Frisk, just to be a little bit mulish, really, the centre there. He hasn't got much room to get back. The starter's telling him to get back, but he hasn't got a lot of room, really, to do so. And now Cheeky Rupert's turn, but that's it. They're away, and Play School jumps off over on the far side. Play School from regular time with on the near side Mr. Frisk and Midsummer Madness and Dixton House. Kildimo jumped it last, all safely over it. Mr. Frisk going on. Cabby's Clown has gone second now. Then comes Midnight Madness, and behind Midnight Madness, Play School with Brittany Boy on the outside and Dixton House and Last of the Brownies as they begin to swing into this one. And all jump it safely with Kildimo the back marker. Mr. Frisk the leader from Cabby's Clown. Behind Cabby's Clown is Midnight Madness. And then Cheeky Rupert on the inside as they come down to the third. Brittany Boy on the outer. And Friendly Henry's gone there. Friendly Henry a faller at that one, coming down to the water. Mr. Frisk and Cabby's Clown disputing it from Brittany Boy on the outside. Play School not absolutely foot perfect at that one. Midnight Madness just in behind the leaders as they come to the first ditch. Mr. Frisk on the inside of Cabby's Clown and Midnight Madness. And Torridge a fall up. Torridge has gone there and very nearly brought down regular time. Torridge a fall up. Cabby's Clown and Mr. Frisk disputing it from Midnight Madness. Mistake there in rear by Hal's Joy. But it's Mr. Frisk. Steve Knight's up on his feet all right. Cabby's Clown is second. Midnight Madness is third. Master Plan is 4. 5 comes Brittany Boy. Then Last of the Brownies and Play School. and behind them Al Keeper, as they race to the top of the hill for the first time. Mr. Frisk in the lead from Cavi's Clown and Midnight Madness, and behind Midnight Madness is Master Plan. Then comes Brittany Boy and last of the Brownies and Play School, being followed by Al Keeper and Gregara Pride. And then Against the Grain. Coming to the 8th now, Mr. Frisk on the inside of Cavi's Clown, Midnight Madness and Brittany Boy and Master Plan. Al Keeper and last of the Brownies, Gregara Pride and Play School, and Against the Grain, the Hassian Dearest and Dixton House, Kildimo making a bit of ground, then How's Joy, then Cheeky Rupert. Over the 9th.
If you try not to lean too far forward.
Sorry.
Mistake there by Master Plan, lost him quite a bit of impetus. But it's Mr. Frisk in the lead from Cavi's Clown. Then Midnight Madness and Al Keeper 4-5 Play Schoolers made good ground. Then comes Master Plan getting back in the picture. Brittany Boy and last of the Brownies, Gregara Pride and Hassian Dearest and Against the Grain. Cavi's Clown and Mr. Frisk at this one almost together. And very nearly went there was last of the Brownies. Good recovery, but lost quite a few places. Mr. Frisk on the inside of Cavi's Clown as they come to the next. Midnight Madness is in 3rd. 4 Master Plan, 5 Al Keeper going well. Then Brittany Boy and Play School, the Hassian Dearest and Gregara Pride. And then comes Against the Grain. Behind Against the Grain is last of the Brownies. And the back marker now is Cheeky Rupert as they run downhill, maintaining their strong gallop. Mr. Frisk coming to the 12th in the lead from Cavi's Clown, Midnight Madness, Master Plan on the inside, Play School behind Play School, Brittany Boy, behind, and another faller is How's Joy. How's Joy has gone at that one. Coming down to the water, the leaders now. Mr. Frisk with the advantage. Mr. Frisk from Midnight Madness and Cavi's Clown. Al Keeper right there on the outside. Behind them come Brittany Boy and Play School and Master Plan as they jump that one. A mistake by Al Keeper, very nearly went at that one. Mr. Frisk with 5 left to jump from Cavi's Clown and Midnight Madness and Brittany Boy, and behind him Play School making ground. Behind Play School, Kildimo making ground on the outside. Then comes Master Plan. Behind Master Plan, last of the Brownies trying to get in touch with them as they come to the final ditch. And it's Mr. Frisk, 4 from home from Cavi's Clown. Play School going well in 3rd. Midnight Madness 4-5. Brittany Boy 6. Kildimo. Behind Kildimo, the Hassian Dearest, and then Against the Grain, Al Keeper, and last of the Brownies. At the top of the hill, Mr. Frisk with the advantage from Cavi's Clown 2nd. Play School going very well in 3rd. Then comes Brittany Boy. Kildimo still making ground. Then Midnight Madness behind them. The Hassian Dearest, Against the Grain, Al Keeper, and then last of the Brownies. It's Cavi's Clown now. 3 out from Al Keeper from Mr. Frisk and Play School. Cavi's Clown, there's a faller there. Cavi's Clown has gone. Al Keeper's gone as well. And now it's Play School who's taken it up from Kildimo, travelling fast on the outside. Mr. Frisk back in 3rd. In 4th place is Brittany Boy. Kildimo and Play School together. It's Play School on the inside of Kildimo. These 2 old adversaries, they finished 1-2 at Cheltenham before. It's Kildimo and Play School as they race towards the last in the Sun Alliance Chase. And as they come to it, Kildimo has taken it up from Play School. Brittany Boy is finishing fast, but Kildimo has the advantage by a length and a half. Kildimo lands in the lead. Play School 2nd. Mr. Frisk 3rd. Brittany Boy 4. Against the Grain 5. Racing into the closing stages. It's Kildimo from Play School, and as they race to the line, Kildimo is going to win the Sun Alliance Chase. It's Kildimo the winner as they come to the line. 2nd is Play School, and 3rd is Brittany Boy. That's the 1-2-3 with 4th Against the Grain.
Graham Bradley had a crashing fall in the Coral Golden Hurdle on Croix de Guerre, who sadly had to be put down. But he was past fit to ride Kildimo in the Sun Alliance Chase. It was a well-backed horse. But the favourite, and well fancied to gain his 6th win in a row, was Torridge, trained by Andy Turnell. But the race didn't last long for him. Racing in 4th place, he galloped straight into the open ditch and took a crashing fall. At the top of the hill with 4 to jump, there was still plenty of drama to come.
At the top of the hill, Mr. Frisk with the advantage from Cabby's Clown second. Play School going very well in third. Then comes Brittany Boy. Kildimo still making ground. Then Midnight Madness behind them. The Hacienderos against the Grey Owl Keeper. And then last of the Brownies. It's Cabby's Clown now. 3 out from Owl Keeper from Mr. Frisk and Play School. Cabby's Clown, there's a faller there. Cabby's Clown has gone. Owl Keeper's gone as well. And now it's Play School who's taken it up from Kildimo, travelling fast on the outside. Mr. Frisk back in third. In 4th place is Brittany Boy. Kildimo and Play School together. It's Play School on the inside of Kildimo. These 2 old adversaries, they finished 1-2 at Cheltenham before. It's Kildimo and Play School as they race towards the last in the Sun Alliance Chase. And as they come to it, Kildimo has taken it up from Play School. Brittany Boy is finishing fast, but Kildimo has the advantage by a length and a half. Kildimo lands in the lead. Play School second. Mr. Frisk third. Brittany Boy 4 against the Grain 5, racing into the closing stages. It's Kildimo from Play School, and as they race to the line, Kildimo is going to win the Sun Alliance Chase. It's Kildimo the winner as they come to the line. Second is Play School, and third is Brittany Boy.
So Graham Bradley, who was the villain of the piece when Kildimo was beaten at Ascot, now returned the hero of the day. Have suspected damage to their backs. So an unhappy incident there, but it's been, as I say, a week full of incidents, drama, and in particular 2 injuries to jockeys. Quite apart from Richard Lindley, of course, Phil Tuck came back after the first race of the meeting, suffering from asthma. And yesterday we had the remarkable sight of Graham Bradley, after a crashing fall in the 3rd race of the afternoon, coming back after a brilliant ride on Kildimo to be greeted by his trainer, Toby Balding, who said, "Oh, you look awful. I wouldn't want to be inside your body." Anyway, Graham's with me now. Graham, tell me, first of all, the fall on Quite a Gare, that looked a pretty nasty one.
Yes, I was very unlucky, Julian, actually. He was going nicely, was the horse, and had every chance of winning the race. And he just seemed to come up before I wanted to and stepped at the hurdle and fell. Fortunately enough, he was prostrate just in front of me. So the other 30 runners have gone either side and missed me. I was fairly lucky. I was just a bit winded for a while, that was all.
We couldn't quite see what happened in the takeoff. Perhaps we could look at that incident now, but certainly you're in the front line there. And just one of those things with hurdle horses, if they do take off a stride early, and this is it.
That's right, he's just stepped at it, really, and just knocked the wind at me a little bit. It's actually good to see he jumps right over the top of me and the horse there. But luckily the horse was lying in front of me and everything else went left and right.
Well, Mr. Balding must have told actors as a jockey to look out for you. But that was remarkable. And you came back. Did you have any trouble convincing the doctor whether you were fit to ride?
I was a little bit pale. I was suffering from flu badly, actually, and to do the 10-7 on Croix de Guerre, I had to just watch what I ate last night and spent a couple of hours in the sauna, so it was a combination of things that made me feel poorly, but the doctor said I was all right, no problem.
And when you went out of the paddock, was Mr. Balding pleased to see you?
He thought I looked absolutely as white as a ghost.
Anyway, the race went great. How did the ride go for you, from your point of view?
Well, absolutely fantastic, actually. I was very pleased with Mr. Balding. He really did stand by me. He said, just go out there and ride him exactly how you want to ride him. He didn't give me any instructions whatsoever. So I just went out and did what I tried to do at Ascot. Today, he jumped absolutely fantastic. Never put a foot wrong, and it's made the difference. I mean, I kept telling everybody I didn't think I was to blame when he got beat at Ascot. He did jump appallingly.
Would the difference be that at Ascot, when you dropped him out, he had absolutely nothing to race and jump with, whereas, of course, you had horses with you yesterday, even at the back?
Definitely not. I've ridden him when I won on him at Cheltenham first time over fences. I dropped him out 8 lengths at the back, and he jumped well. Won on him at Toast. I won a case of champagne for giving him such a good ride. It was I think it was 6 days after he'd won the Toaster race, and he had a bit sore shins, and he just wasn't quite right.
Well, you ride Gold Cup again, of course, today in the Gold Cup. He's run some marvellous races here, never won at Cheltenham. Could today be the day?
I was very, very hopeful of winning it last year, honestly I was. And obviously, I've said before, I thought he was a little bit unfit, otherwise he probably might have won last year. He's been working well, he looks well, Mrs D's very pleased with him. He just hasn't been showing his old sparkle on the race course. So really, I couldn't give you a fair comment. I'm just going to go out there and see how we go.
Brad, have a great ride.
Thank you.
That's Graham Bradley. And it takes us back to